Well, hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. So, we need to talk the live stream about March events and what's coming to the game just finished, and there are quite a few things to go over and there are a few things missing as well. The overall comment of this stream is that it was better, it was more watchable, but it again felt like Kabam is introducing one or two kind of new things, and then there are like 5 offers that they are discussing. So I am not a fan of the amount of monetization Kabam is doing right now. But either way, let's start with the fact that the next saga is going to be Dark Phoenix Saga, so a mutant-centric one, and that is also going to revolve around Phoenix. And Phoenix is going to be a champion that's getting reworked with new animations, character model, just about everything. So it's going to be starting on March the 5th at the end of the Deathless Saga and lasting until June, so 3 months. So Phoenix Rework includes a new character model, will be the Saga Chase champion. Summoners will collect dark plumes across the contest. Dark plumes will open gate in a special quest in May. Summoners will have to defeat Dark Phoenix boss to secure their copy of Phoenix. 75 dark plumes per gate. Can earn up to 2 copies of Phoenix with 150 dark plumes. However, you can only earn 84 dark plumes, and if you need the rest, then you just have to buy the deals basically. So it's going to be March meta event, April meta event, May meta event. 15 of the dark plumes. That's going to be like the side events or whatnot. Then you have 2 BG seasons, 27 and 28, where you're going to get some dark plumes upon victory track completion. Then we're going to have incursions, challenge sector, saga incursions. So 15 of those. Double track, that is something that you do need to. Oh no, dark plumes is going to be in the free version of the double track. So May, Valiant EQ. Now that is interesting. They did not say anything else about this, but apparently there's going to be a Valiant event quest beta version in May, which is long overdue. It sucks to see that it's only May, but at the very least, it's May, not next year in May. And yeah, the rest of these are going to be in daily event and whatnot. Additionally, we're getting Lumatrix, which is going to be the next Idol champion. The second Idol Lumatrix will arrive in April. Summoners will collect light essence across the contest. 12 light essence needed for 7-star Lumatrix. There is a free-to-play path, but most summoners will have to spend something to secure 12 light essence. If you do not spend, you can still get the 6-star probably. Battlegrounds, quantity will depend on your Gladiator Circuit rank, because these will start from Celestial ranks, I believe. Alliance War Encounter Showcase, so the next Alliance War Showcase, which is, relatively doable for just about everybody. Saga Incursions, again, relatively doable for everybody. Raids and Nightmare Raids, so we are getting an AQ update, a new AQ season, if you will. Do not have much details about that yet, but apparently there's going to be Nightmare Raids. So Kabam is going to split raids, from what I heard, in 2 different levels, where the basic raids are going to become slightly easier than they are now, and Nightmare Raids will become harder than they are now. Then the Ordeal, which we're going to discuss in a bit. Featured Hero Arena number 1 rank, that's effectively nobody's going to get that. Double track event, and weekly deals and Summoner's Market. So Summoner's Market is, Savior Mysterium for that. The Grandmaster's Gauntlet is back. The called Ordeal. Tuned up defended power, only accessible with 7 stars. Rewards will include tier 7 basic, Nexus Crystals, Light Essence, and Awakening Gem Shards. Arrives on March 12th. Now, I personally can't wait for that, because I love the Grandmaster's Gauntlet. I think it's one of top 3 pieces of content Kabam has just about ever made. And I look forward to getting back in there again. However, this is the endgame content that they said, and unfortunately, no news about 9.2 next month. And I'll definitely do this. 100% rushing to do this as soon as it comes out, because that will be my way to my second rank 4 7-star. And I love the content. But It is, again, a bit of a shame that once again we get a rework of old content rather than a new Grandmaster Gauntlet. So this is the Phoenix motion comic here. I'm not gonna play all of that, but we do get a Titan pool update very, very soon. So the new 7-star champion that's getting added is the Mystic Spidey. So coming out of Titanpool, Patriot, thank God, the leader, the Hood, Superior Iron Man, Arcade, Northstar, and entering would be Arnim, Zola, Okoye, Gentle, the Discount Falcon, Dazzler, and Mystic Spidey. So the Titanpool is actually looking very, very nice after this. So all the Titan shards that we can get. Moving on, we will have the updated quests. Now here, it looks like that Ascension Dust is extremely purple, so I had my hopes up that we're going to get the next level of Ascension, but I checked the rewards on the blog post and now it's just tier 2 dust. So, free to enter, 5 weekly quests with a team of 3, complete the solo event to gain the Ashen Icons, use your Ashen Icons to unlock the gate that holds your rewards, 2 intertwining paths, and each fight includes 1 node that is added via the trap node on the final boss. So it's basic quest for the most part. Then we have the 2 new champions, Jean Grey, and I think she's going to be a bit of a nightmare on defense as well. She definitely also will absolutely destroy the skill class. She does have some fairly major bursts. Some kind of mechanics are similar to Dust, where she places her Neuroshock on, then she purifies them with a heavy attack and gains her psionic charges, and then you drop a level 2. She also has a mixture of Invisible Woman in her with her Force Field that accounts for 10% of her max health and reduces damage quite significantly. But here we can see that every time she activates that special attack, there's a reverse control icon on there. The special attack looks cool though. So she does seem like a solid to good attacker, but she definitely also... I have my suspicions that she will be annoying to fight against, I'll put it like that. I definitely have my suspicions. Obviously, she has like the mandatory passive parries in her Awakened ability, to be specific. Debuffs, and again, purify them with your heavy attack. And yeah, and she has her Daunted passes. Like, Daunted is like the new thing for mutants, I suppose. Here we can see that her shield is absorbing quite a bit of damage there as well. And yeah, those reverse controls do seem to last a while. That, like, every time, like, I watch her activate the special, fully reverse controls, and reverse controls after the special as well for a while. And again, reverse controls come in. That's gonna be nasty to go up against, again, with most champions. So Jean Grey, the reverse controls immunity, plus energy-based attacks. So that's great against Korg, inflicts Neuroshock, debuffs, and passives. Right? Force Field, equal to 10% of her max health. Taunts damage reduction, while Force Field is active. Stun passives via the Parry Mastery in her SIG ability. Uncanny passives, reducing the cost of her special attacks. And inflicts Daunted and Monster Burst damage on special too. And here we can see that she has like a completely new mechanic where she reduces the cost of her special attacks as well. And we can see them kind of like move there when she purifies things. And she gets her psionic charges. Her specials cost less. And here we can see that it is significantly less, to a point where she could activate her level 3 whilst, you know, a bit above 2 bars of power. So that's quite interesting. So here's going to be Dave using her the first time go around. I do think he kind of messed up rotation there a bit. But yeah, so we have the Neuroshocks. You do heavy in order to purify them, gain your psionic charges. And you're meant to, I believe, start with your level 1 and then go for level 2. But here he is going to overshoot it according to the commentary that was provided for us. And there we go. So that is Jean Grey. Wait, I need to double check that the sound's not on. Thank God the sound's not on this time. And yeah, so this was not necessarily the proper ramp, but this is more or less how she's going to look like. And she looks good. Honestly, like, this is one of those few times in recent memory where I look at the both champions and I'm actually interested in both. I think both of them look good. People were commenting in the stream that it does look like mutants at the moment are just punching down and absolutely destroying the weakest class in the game, which is Kill, arguably. But there we go. And then we have Bastion. And Bastion is obviously going to be the new tech threat. He's going to have the pursuit passive, which is going to also be able to be utilized to counter Bullseye, because he does effectively take no bleed damage. He does have his, regen mechanics as a robot, similar to Meg Sentinel regen, basically. He also gets benefit against Crush, which is kind of weird. And he works with disintegration and quite big burst damage. His rotational loop is basically level 2 and level 1, with a heavy attack whipped in here or there. And he can do some, by the looks of it, significant amount of damage. And we're going to see he inflicts disintegration, then disintegration vulnerability. Those disintegrations will not do a lot of damage. He's immune to reverse controls by the looks of it too, or at the very least crush. Poison and bleed does nothing to him, and yeah, on heavy attack he gets a pursuit passive that will be able to be utilized to counter evades, stuff like Bullseye, and again, looked quite good. Quite interesting. So, 100% resistant to bleed and poison, self-repair buff when inflicted with either or a crushed, can parry non-contact attacks, inflicts virus charges in different ways, resulting in an infection, inflicts power reroute, granting increased combat power rate based on the opponent's reduced combat power rate. This is kind of cool mechanic. Heavy inflicts pursuit and disintegration. Special 2 grants fury passives. Special 1 deals mega instant disintegration burst, and pair him with Sentinel Relic for increased damage. And here's going to be him doing Storm in Realm of Legends. So this is a 500k health pool. And at this point, we can see that a very kind of quick level 2, level 1 rotation is going to deal like 400k damage. But again, keep in mind it's class advantage, and I believe 7-star rank 4. So I think his damage is going to be quite good nonetheless. But let's see here. So go for your level 2, get your 2 fury passives, you have your pursuit active. You do want to effectively activate your heavy attack, get your first 2 hits in, and then drop your level 1 as right now. And as we can see, that's a lot of damage. She was left at like 18% health. So that's over 400k damage dealt there. And you can just go for next level 1 and again deal quite large amount of burst damage. Aside from that, we do have Cyclops double track. So free track is going to give you 7-star shards, exalted shards, platinum pull pieces, dark plumes for Phoenix. Paid track will get you a 7-star Cyclops. It's kind of like the Dazzler's track basically by the looks of it. 7-star shards, exalted shards. It's kind of funny that they put in 25% tier 6 CC selector in there, as if it's something valuable. And also 1 light essence, which is going to be for that new Adol champion that we saw earlier. Now this thing, we finally got clarification of that selector, and that is actually going to be a rework vote. So we're going to be able to choose one of these champions that we are supporting in order to get the rework. And there's going to be a realm event corresponding to each one of those champions that we have chosen. We're actually going to be able to see the vote real time daily now. And yeah, so one of these champions is going to get a buff. I know that either X23 or Rogue are the most hyped options. If I have to endorse one of the champions or two, I have 2 kind of clear winners here, in my opinion, at the moment. Reason number 1 would be Invisible Woman, because she already exists in the game as 7-star, unlike the others, and many people already have her. So if she gets buffed, at the very least, you're gonna have the champion immediately, rather than be forced to chase her and eventually not get that champion as 7-star for a long time. Second choice would for me be Squirrel Girl, just because the skill class sucks right now. I know, Rogue or X23 is gonna win anyways, but rationally thinking, I would go with either Squirrel Girl or Invisible Woman. Even though, X23 would be sexy. Alright, anyways. But yeah, that selector is effectively to vote for which champion is going to get reworked. So International Women's Day events. Rework vote is going to start on March the 5th and on March the 31st. 7 realm events representing each Rework vote champion, message sent with ballot, worth 160 votes, a profile picture from Cat Murdoch, and a 2 and 3 star versions of each of those champions. Lock in your vote, and then there's going to be a very, very cool event. So we can see that it's going to be a daily event. Basically, daily solo objective activates day following your vote. Win 5 fights, 30 votes is what you're going to get for that. And if you check the milestones, it has 40 units in them. That's very nice. Obviously, we'll have some cav crystals with female champions in the game, and there will be additional things happening, like promo codes for each of the ladies that have chosen. So we're going to have to kind of hunt these down. We know one that's going to be for Rogue best hair. We're going to be able to get like a title and a profile picture, maybe something else. Now here again is a bit of animation of the latest idol. Not too sure what I think about him, but still. Now we have Nightmare Raids. A new difficulty of raids is being added for summoners seeking additional challenge for better rewards. Same entry cost. New bosses, along with the addition of boss phases and raid penance. Regular raids will become more approachable to summoners who found the current version too challenging. A new mode targeting much faster ramp-ups. Updated rewards, making your efforts in raid more worthwhile. I hope that update also extends to Alliance Quest, which it might because it's going to be a new season. Both raid maps will include Adol Essence rewards after the final boss, and full details can be found on our socials, but I don't think we got the full details yet. So, Daredevil Hell's Kitchen, that's going to correspond with the Daredevil Born Again TV series. Unfortunately, this entire event effectively is offers. But Daredevil's coming to the game 7-star, so it's going to be a weekly bundle granting 1 Hell's Bell and 1 Bullseye Valiant Crystal. 2 bundles per week. Huh? Runs for 9 weeks alongside the show. Purchasing each bundle will allow you to exchange Raid Hell's Bells in offer chain, culminating in 7-star Daredevil Hell's Kitchen. Like, this is how you kind of know that Kabam is out of their tits. Like, nobody really cares about Daredevil Hell's Kitchen. Like, no, nobody really cares about. If you missed weekly bundles, you'll be able to buy steps in the chain with units. If you obtain Daredevil, there may be a way to awaken him as well. But still, like, that's pretty much it. What else do we forget? Daredevil Hell's Kitchen, new idol, Cyclops double track. Cyclops is obviously getting a buff, but we did not get any information about Cyclops buff. I believe that is going to happen in April. Titan update, Beta Valiant AQ. Discuss just about everything else then. And here we go. That's it. Unfortunately, no Battlegrounds mention for rewards updates. So EQ update seemingly is coming in May, which is, again, at least something that we know. And yeah, none of the current state of the game issues that community has been brought up were even remotely addressed in the stream, which is a bit of a shame. But that is the update. So let me know what you guys think, what you look forward to. Oh yeah, and 9.2, no news about that. So assuming it's April now. But yeah, we'll catch you guys soon. Bye-bye. Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information about